Hi, how are you?
Good, sir. Good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon. So today we are going to work on lesson number 7, that is to be forms, 2 questions and answers. It means we are working on to be forms, and we have talked about all the present to be forms, past to be forms, and future to be forms. And we worked on positive sentences, negative sentences, and the yes no type questions of all the to be forms. Now we are going to work on WH questions in to be forms, and that is first WH question is who questions. अभी तक हमने पूरा टू बी फॉर्म्स में प्रेजेंट टू बी फॉर्म्स, पास्ट टू बी फॉर्म्स, फ्यूचर टू बी फॉर्म्स देखा है, और आज हम उस टू बी फॉर्म्स में हमने पॉजिटिव सेंटेंस, नेगेटिव सेंटेंस और यस नो टाइप क्वेश्चंस देखे हैं। लेकिन आज हम जो देख रहे हैं वो है WH क्वेश्चंस। अंग्रेजी बोलते समय एक बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर्मेशन है, सेंटेंसेस फॉर्मेशन है। हु एम आई, पहला क्वेश्चन है हु मतलब कौन, हु एम आई मतलब मैं कौन हूँ। ओके, just repeat after me. Just try to understand the Hindi meaning. I'll tell you the Hindi meaning. Just try to understand me. Who am I? मैं कौन हूँ? इसका उत्तर जवाब क्या होगा? You are a student. आप स्टूडेंट हो। Who are we? हम सब कौन हैं? We are students. हम सब स्टूडेंट्स हैं। Who are you? तुम कौन हो? I am a student. मैं स्टूडेंट हूँ। Who are you? आप सभी कौन हो? We are students. हम सभी स्टूडेंट्स हैं। Who are they? वे सभी कौन हैं? They are students. वे सभी स्टूडेंट्स हैं। Who are राम एंड श्याम? राम एंड श्याम कौन है? राम एंड श्याम आर स्टूडेंट्स। राम और श्याम स्टूडेंट्स है। Who is he? वह कौन है? He is a student. वह स्टूडेंट है। Who is she? वह कौन है? She is a student. वह स्टूडेंट है। Who is राम? राम कौन है? राम is a student. राम स्टूडेंट है। इसके साथ कभी भी नॉन लिविंग नहीं आता है, क्योंकि हु का प्रिपरेशन जो होता है वो सिर्फ और सिर्फ लिविंग थिंग्स के साथ ही होता है, इसलिए हम हु को लिविंग थिंग्स के साथ ही लेंगे। इसलिए इट, ये जो प्रोनाउन है वो इसके साथ नहीं आएगा। अब मैं मेरे पीछे बोलना है थोड़ा सा। हु एम आई?
Who am I?
यू आर अ स्टूडेंट।
You are a student.
हु आर वी?
Who are we?
वी आर स्टूडेंट्स।
We are students.
हु आर यू?
Who are you?
आई एम अ स्टूडेंट।
I am a student.
हु आर यू?
Who are you?
वी आर स्टूडेंट्स।
We are students.
हु आर दे?
Who are they?
They are students.
They are students.
Who are Ram and Shyam?
Who are Ram and Sham?
Ram and Shyam are students.
Ram and Sham are students.
Who is he?
Who is he?
He is a student.
He is a student.
Who is she?
Who is she?
She is a student.
She is a student.
Who is Ram?
Who is Ram?
Ram is a student.
Ram is a student.
अब यदि आपको इसको पास्ट करना है तो मैंने आपको पूरा सिंपल सा तरीका बताया है कि यम की जगह पर वाज लगाना है, आर की जगह पर वर लगाना है, और इज की जगह पर वाज लगाना है, तो अपने आप फ्यूचर, ये अपने आप पास्ट हो जाता है। ओके, अभी मैं एक बार थोड़े से मेरे पीछे बोल लीजिए, ताकि क्या हो जाएगा, आपको समझ में आएगा कि कैसी वाक्य रचना बनानी है, और इसके बाद हम प्रैक्टिस करेंगे। ओके, हु वाज आई?
Who was I?
मैं कौन था?
मैं कौन था?
यू वर अ स्टूडेंट।
You were a student.
आप स्टूडेंट थे।
आप स्टूडेंट थे।
हु वर वी?
Who were we?
हम कौन थे?
हम कौन थे?
वी वर स्टूडेंट्स।
We were students.
हम स्टूडेंट्स थे।
हम स्टूडेंट्स थे।
हु वर यू?
Who were you?
आप कौन थे?
आप कौन थे?
आई वॉज अ स्टूडेंट।
I was a student.
मैं स्टूडेंट था।
मैं स्टूडेंट था।
हु वर यू?
Who were you?
आप सभी कौन थे?
आप सभी कौन थे?
वी वर स्टूडेंट्स।
We were students.
हम सभी स्टूडेंट्स थे।
हम सभी स्टूडेंट्स थे।
हु वर दे?
Who were they?
वे कौन थे?
वे कौन थे?
दे वर स्टूडेंट्स।
They were students.
वे स्टूडेंट्स थे।
वे स्टूडेंट्स थे।
हु वर राम एंड श्याम?
Who were Ram and Sham?
राम एंड श्याम कौन था?
Ram and Sham कौन थे?
राम एंड श्याम वर स्टूडेंट्स।
Ram and Sham were students.
राम और श्याम स्टूडेंट्स थे।
Ram and Sham students थे।
हु वॉज ही?
Who was she?
वह कौन था?
वह कौन था?
ही वॉज अ स्टूडेंट।
He was a student.
वह स्टूडेंट था।
वह स्टूडेंट था।
Who was she?
Who was she?
वह कौन थी?
वह कौन थी?
She was a student.
She was a student.
वह स्टूडेंट थी.
वह स्टूडेंट थी.
Who was Ram?
Who was Ram?
राम कौन था?
राम कौन था?
राम was a student.
राम was a student.
राम स्टूडेंट था.
राम स्टूडेंट था.
अभी हमें क्या करना है? आई और वी की जगह पर शाल भी लगाना है और बाकी की जगह पर विल भी लगाना है. तो इसमें क्या हो जाएगा? फ्यूचर हो जाएगा. ओके, थोड़ा सा अंडरस्टैंड कर लो फ्यूचर को भी. Who shall I be?
Who shall I be?
मतलब shall be के बीच में क्या आएगा? प्रोनाउन आएगा. आई वी यू ए जो है वो बीच में आ जाएंगे. Who shall I be?
Who shall I be?
You will be a student.
You will be a student.
मैं कौन होऊंगा?
मैं कौन होऊंगा?
आप स्टूडेंट होंगे.
आप स्टूडेंट होंगे.
Who shall we be?
Who shall we be?
हम कौन होंगे?
हम कौन होंगे?
We shall be students.
We shall be student.
हम स्टूडेंट्स होंगे.
हम स्टूडेंट्स होंगे.
Who will you be?
Who will you be?
आप कौन होंगे?
आप कौन होंगे?
I shall be a student.
I shall be a student.
मैं स्टूडेंट होऊंगा.
मैं स्टूडेंट होऊंगा.
Who shall you be? Who will you be?
Who will you be?
आप सभी कौन होंगे?
आप सभी कौन होंगे?
We shall be students.
We shall be students.
हम सभी स्टूडेंट्स होंगे.
हम सभी स्टूडेंट्स होंगे.
Who will they be?
Who will they be?
वे कौन होंगे?
वे कौन होंगे?
They will be students.
They will be students.
वे स्टूडेंट्स होंगे.
वे स्टूडेंट्स होंगे.
Who will Ram and Shyam be?
Who will Ram and Shyam?
राम और श्याम कौन होंगे?
Ram and Shyam कौन होंगे?
राम एंड श्याम will be students.
Ram and Shyam will be student.
राम और श्याम स्टूडेंट्स होंगे.
Ram and Shyam students होंगे.
Who will he be?
Who will he be?
वह कौन होगा?
वह कौन होगा?
He will be a student.
He will be a student.
वह स्टूडेंट होगा.
वह स्टूडेंट होगा.
Who will she be?
Who will she be?
वह कौन होगी?
वह कौन होगी?
She will be a student.
She will be a student.
वह स्टूडेंट होगी.
वह स्टूडेंट होगी.
Who will Ram be?
Who will Ram be?
राम कौन होगा?
राम कौन होगा?
राम will be a student.
राम will be a student.
राम स्टूडेंट होगा.
राम स्टूडेंट होगा.
ओके, अभी मेरे ख्याल से आपको समझ में आया है. अभी आपको क्या करना है? आराम से जवाब देना है और जवाब देते समय इसमें से कोई भी एक वर्ड यूज करते हैं. मैं दूंगा आपको प्लेयर यूज करना है और आपको जवाब देना है. ओके, आराम से दे दो, समझ के दे दो. ओके, रट्टापंती नहीं है ये, आपको समझ के जवाब देना है. हु एम आई स्टूडेंट की जगह पर आपको प्लेयर लगाना है. ओके, हु एम आई?
You are a player.
वेरी गुड. हु आर वी?
We are a players.
करेक्ट. हु आर यू?
I am a player.
हु आर यू?
Who are you? We are players.
हु आर दे?
They are players.
हु आर राम एंड श्याम?
Ram and Shyam are players.
हु इज ही?
He is a player.
हु इज शी?
She is a player.
हु इज राम?
Ram is a player.
बहुत अच्छा, बहुत अच्छा. ओके, अभी हु एम आई? यू आर अ टीचर. ओके, जवाब दो मुझे. हु एम आई?
You are a teacher.
हु आर वी?
We are a teachers.
हु आर यू?
I am a teacher.
हु आर यू?
We are a teachers.
हु आर यू?
You are you.
वी आर टीचर्स. पहला
We
यू
are
है.
teachers.
आई एम. ओके, हु आर दे?
नहीं, वो रिपीट हुआ है इसके
हु आर दे?
They are teachers.
हु आर राम एंड श्याम?
Ram and Shyam are teachers.
हु इज ही?
He is a teacher.
हु इज शी?
She is a teacher.
हु इज राम?
Ram is a teacher.
वेरी गुड, बहुत अच्छा. हु, अभी आपको प्रश्न पूछना है, मैं जवाब दूंगा. आप प्रश्न पूछिए. हु एम आई?
Who am I? Director.
नहीं, आप प्रश्न पूछना है, मैं जवाब दूंगा जी. ये सिर्फ प्रश्न पूछने हैं आपको, मैं आपको जवाब दूंगा. पूछिए मुझे. हु एम आई?
Who am I?
यू आर अ डायरेक्टर.
Who are you?
हु आर वी? सेकंड प्रश्न है, देखो हु आर वी है.
Who are we?
वी आर डायरेक्टर्स.
Who are you?
आई एम अ डायरेक्टर.
Who are you?
वी आर डायरेक्टर्स.
Who are they?
दे आर डायरेक्टर्स.
Who are Ram and Shyam?
राम एंड श्याम आर डायरेक्टर्स.
Who is she?
ही इज अ डायरेक्टर.
Who is she?
शी इज अ डायरेक्टर.
Who is Ram?
राम इज अ डायरेक्टर. और एक बार पूछो. हु एम आई?
Who am I?
You are a driver.
Who are we?
We are drivers.
Who are you?
I am a driver.
Who are you?
We are drivers.
Who are they?
They are drivers.
Who are Ram and Sham?
Ram and Sham are drivers.
Who is he?
He is a driver.
Who is she?
She is a driver.
Who is Ram?
Ram is a driver. Got it? Okay. Now past. Past का थोड़ा सा प्रैक्टिस करते हैं. आपको मैं जब प्रश्न पूछता हूं तब आपको मेरे प्रश्न के उत्तर प्रश्न के फॉर्मेशन पर भी ध्यान देना है. और उत्तर में आपको क्या करना है? आर की जगह पर क्या लगाना है?
आर की जगह पे वॉज लगाना है.
वॉज नहीं, वर लगाना है.
आर की जगह पे वर लगाना है.
जहां जहां इस प्रेजेंट में आपको आर दिखेगा उसकी जगह पर वर लगाना है.
वर लगाना.
और जहां जहां यम दिखेगा उसकी जगह पर क्या लगाएंगे?
वॉज लगाना.
और इज दिखेगा क्या लगाएंगे? वॉज
लगाना.
ओके, समझ में आ गया. ओके, अभी मुझे जवाब देना है. जवाब प्रश्न के हिसाब से नहीं देना है, जवाब के हिसाब से देना है. ओके ओके. हु वाज आई?
Who was I?
You were a conductor. Okay. Who was I?
Who was I? You were a conductor.
बहुत अच्छा. Who were we?
You were we. We were students.
We were conductors.
Conductors.
Conductor में जवाब देना है. Who were you?
Who were you? I am a conductor.
M की जगह पर क्या लगाना है?
Sorry, I was a conductor.
हाँ, बोलिए. Who were you?
I was a conductor.
Okay. Who were you?
We were conductors.
Who were they?
They were conductors.
Who were Ram and Sham?
Ram and Sham were conductors.
Who was he?
He was a conductor.
Who was she?
She was a conductor.
Who was Ram?
Ram was a conductor.
Very good, very good. Now और एक बार जवाब दीजिए मुझे. Who अभी आपको जवाब देना है सिंगर में जवाब देना है. ओके. Who was I?
You were a singer.
Who were we?
We were singers.
Who were you?
I am a singer.
I was a
singer. Sorry.
Okay. Who were you?
We were singers.
Who were they?
They were singers.
Who were Ram and Sham?
Ram and Sham were singers.
Who was he?
He was a singer.
Who was she?
She was a singer.
Who was Ram?
Ram was a singer.
Very good. Okay. अभी और एक बार जवाब दो. Who now future में. Okay. आपको प्रश्न पूछना है. क्या आप प्रश्न पूछेंगे मुझे? यम की जगह पर was लगाना है, आर की जगह पर वर लगाना है और इस की जगह पर was लगा के प्रश्न पूछना है. पूछिए मुझे. Who was I?
Who was I?
You were an inspector.
Who were we?
We were inspectors.
Who were you?
I was an inspector.
Who were you?
We were accountants.
Who were they?
They were authors.
Who were Ram and Sham?
Ram and Sham were officers.
Who was he?
He was a conductor.
Who was she?
She was a driver.
Who was Ram?
Ram was an accountant. Very good. और एक बार पूछिए मुझे. Who was I?
Who was I?
You were an officer.
Who were we?
We were officers.
Who were you?
I was an author.
Who were you?
We were actors.
Who were they?
They were cleaners.
Who were Ram and Sham?
Ram and Sham were athletes.
Who was he?
He was an attendant.
Who was she?
She was an accountant.
Who is Ram?
Who is Ram or who was Ram?
Who was Ram?
Ram was an author. बहुत अच्छा. Now थोड़ा सा फ्यूचर का प्रैक्टिस करते हैं. फ्यूचर में क्या आएगा? विल भी आएगा, सिर्फ विल भी आएगा, लेकिन विल भी कहाँ आएगा? विल आएगा, उसके बाद करता आएगा, उसके बाद बी आएगा. ओके. और जवाब में सिर्फ विल भी आएगा, सिर्फ विल भी आएगा. ओके. मेरे पीछे थोड़ा सा बोलिए तो ताकि अंडरस्टैंड हो सके. Who will I be?
Who will I be?
You will be a doctor.
You will be a doctor.
Who will we be?
Who will we be?
We will be doctors.
We will be doctors.
Who will you be?
Who will you be?
I will be a doctor.
I will you be doctor.
Who will you be?
Who will you be?
We will be doctors.
We will be doctors.
Who will they be?
Who will they be?
They will be doctors.
They will be doctors.
Who will Ram and Shyam be?
Who will Ram and Shyam be?
Ram and Shyam will be doctors.
Ram and Shyam will be doctors.
Who will he be?
Who will he be?
He will be a doctor.
He will be a doctor.
Who will she be?
Who will she be?
She will be a doctor.
She will be a doctor.
Who will Ram be?
Who will Ram be?
Ram will be a doctor.
Ram will be a doctor.
Okay. अभी मैं प्रश्न पूछता हूँ, आपको जवाब देना है. Who will I be? You will be a filmmaker. Filmmaker जवाब देना है आपको. Okay. Okay. Who will I be?
You will be a filmmaker.
Who will we be?
We will be a
नहीं आएगा. We will be filmmakers.
Okay. We will be filmmakers.
Who will you be?
I will be filmmakers.
Okay. Who will you be?
Who will you be?
Second we will be.
Okay. We will be filmmakers.
Who will they be?
They will be filmmakers.
Who will Ram and Shyam be?
Ram and Shyam will be filmmakers.
Who will he be?
He will be a filmmaker.
Who will she be?
She will be a filmmaker.
Filmmaker. Who will Ram be?
Ram will be a filmmaker.
Very good. अबे और एक बार प्रश्न जवाब दीजिए. Who will I be? You will be an accountant. An accountant. एक क्वेश्चन में an लेना है, अनेक क्वेश्चन में a और n नहीं लेना है. Okay. Who will I be?
You will be an accountant.
Who will we be?
We will be accountants.
Correct. Who will you be?
I will be accountant.
I will be an
accountant.
Okay. I will be an accountant.
Single. An accountant.
Okay.
I will be an accountant.
Okay. Who will you be?
We will be accountants.
Who will they be?
They will be accountants.
Who will Ram and Shyam be?
Ram and Shyam will be accountants.
Who will he be?
He will be an accountant.
Who will she be?
She will be an accountant.
Who will Ram be?
Ram will be an accountant.
बहुत अच्छा. Very good. Good job. Good job. आपको प्रश्न पूछना है आपको. Who will I be? पूछिए.
Who will I be?
You will be an anchor.
Who will are we?
Who will के बाद we, उसके बाद be. Who will we be?
Who will be are we?
R नहीं आएगा ना, ये प्रेजेंट का R या मारिज नहीं आएगा, इसमें will be आएगा.
Who will be?
Who will उसके बाद we आएगा, उसके बाद be आएगा. Who will we be?
Okay. Who will we be?
We will be students.
Who will be you?
Who will you be? Will be के बीच में you लेना है बस.
Be last में आएगा. Okay.
हाँ.
Who will you be?
I will be a doctor.
Who will you be?
We will be doctors.
Who will they be?
They will be doctors.
Who will Ram and Shyam be?
Ram and Shyam will be doctors.
Who will he be?
He will be a doctor.
Who will she be?
She will be a doctor.
Who will Ram be?
Ram will be a doctor. Got it? और एक बार पूछो तो आपको कंफर्म हो जाएगा. Who will I be? Start.
Who will I be?
You will be a professor.
Who will we be?
We will be actors.
Who will you be?
I will be an actor.
Who will you be?
We will be actors.
Who will they be?
They will be teachers.
Who will Ram and Shyam be?
Ram and Shyam will be officers.
Who will he be?
He will be a doctor.
Who will she be?
She will be a teacher.
Who will Ram be?
Ram will be an officer. Got it? Okay. So in this way, we talked about the formation of to be forms in who questions, in present, in past, and future. Now we are going to study daily used sentences of who questions. Daily used sentences of who questions. तो मैं आपको थोड़े से क्वेश्चंस बता रहा हूँ, आपको मेरे पीछे बोलना है. हिंदी भी और इंग्लिश भी. ओके. हु अभी डायरेक्टली इज का यूज करके हम सेंटेंसेस क्वेश्चंस बनाते हैं. Who is the Prime Minister of India?
Who is the Prime Minister of India?
Who is the Prime Minister of India today?
Who is Prime Minister India today?
Who is the Prime Minister of India today?
Who is Prime Minister of India today?
आज इंडिया का पंतप्रधान कौन है? In this way, okay?
आज
Okay, no need to repeat after me Hindi sentences, only English sentences repeat after me. Narendra Modi is the Prime Minister of India.
Narendra Modi is Prime Minister of India.
Who was the Prime Minister of India 10 years ago?
Who is Prime Minister India?
Who was the 10? Who is की जगह पर was आएगा, future past वाला नहीं.
Who was the Prime Minister of India last 10 years ago?
10 years ago, last नहीं आएगा. 10
Last
years ago.
10 years ago.
और एक बार मेरे आराम से सुनो और पूछो. Who was the Prime Minister of India 10 years ago?
Who was the Prime Minister India?
India. Who was the Prime Minister of India 10 years ago?
Who was Prime Minister India of India 10 years ago?
Okay. मनमोहन सिंह मतलब 10 साल के पहले इंडिया के पंतप्रधान कौन थे? Like, who was the Prime Minister of India 10 years ago?
Who was the Prime Minister of India 10 years ago?
Very good. Manmohan Singh was the Prime Minister of India 10 years ago.
Manmohan Singh, Prime Minister of India 10 years ago.
Manmohan Singh was बहुत important है क्योंकि वो time बताता है.
Manmohan Singh was Prime Minister of India 10 years ago.
Okay, अभी future. Who will be the Prime Minister of India after 5 years?
Who will be Prime Minister of India 10 years?
After 5 years.
After 5 years.
मतलब 5 साल के बाद इंडिया के पंतप्रधान कौन होंगे? Okay. Rahul Gandhi will be the Prime Minister of India.
Rahul Gandhi.
Okay, Arvind Kejriwal will be the Prime Minister of India.
Sorry, repeat.
Arvind Kejriwal will be.
Arvind Kejriwal will be
Prime Minister of India.
Prime Minister of India
after 5 years.
After 5 years.
Okay. 3 questions हो गए. Who is the Prime Minister of India today? Who was the Prime Minister of India 10 years ago? Who will be the Prime Minister of India after 10 years? अब इसको Prime Minister की जगह पर Captain ले लो, Chairman ले लो, President ले लो, Minister ले लो, Owner ले लो, ऐसे बहुत सारे words आपको questions बना सकते हैं. अब मेरे पीछे बोलना है सब questions. Okay. Who is the owner of this building?
Who is owner of the building?
Who was the owner of this building?
Who was the owner of the building?
Who will be the owner of the building?
Who will be owner of the building?
Who is the proprietor of this company?
Who was the?
Who is the proprietor of this company?
Who is the proprietor of the proprietor of the
company?
Who
was the proprietor of the company?
Who was the proprietor of the company?
Who will be the proprietor of the company?
Who will be proprietor of the company?
Who is the in charge here?
Who is the in charge here?
Who was the in charge here?
Who was the in charge here?
Who will be the in charge here?
Who will be in charge here?
Who is the bank manager of this bank?
Who is the bank manager of this bank?
Who was the bank manager of this bank?
Who was the bank manager of bank?
Who will be the bank manager of this bank?
Who will be bank manager of? Who will bank manager of bank?
This bank. Who is the director of this movie?
Who is the director of the movie?
Who was the director of that movie?
Who was the director of the movie?
Who will be the director of the movie?
Who will be director of the movie?
Who is the Home Minister of India?
Who is the Home Minister of India?
Who was the Home Minister of India?
Who was the Home Minister of India?
Who will be the Home Minister of India?
Who will be Minister of India?
अभी कुछ prepositions लगा करके अभी direct questions बना सकते हैं. Who is behind you?
Who is behind you? Who was behind you? Who will be behind you?
Very good. Who is behind you? आपके पीछे कौन है? Who was behind you? आपके पीछे कौन था? Who will be behind you? आपके पीछे कौन होगा? Who is in the office? बोलिए.
Who is in the office? Who was in the office? Who will be in the office?
Correct. ऑफिस में कौन है? ऑफिस में कौन था? ऑफिस में कौन होगा?
कौन होगा?
Who is at the gate?
Who is at the gate? Who is at the gate? At the gate. Who was at the gate? Who will be at the gate?
Okay. Who is at the gate? गेट पर कौन है? गेट पर कौन था?
कौन
होगा? Okay. Who is confident to speak English?
Who is confident to English?
Who is confident to speak English?
Okay. Who is confident speak English? Who was confident speak English? Who will be confident speak English?
Who is confident to speak English? Who was confident to speak English?
To
Who
speak
will be
English. Who will
confident
be confident to speak English?
Okay, correct. Who is tall in the class?
Who is tall?
Who is tall in the class?
Okay. Who is tall in the class? Who was tall in the class? Who will be tall in the class?
Who is against corruption?
Who is against corruption?
Against,
Who was against? Okay. Who is against corruption? Who was against corruption? Who will be against corruption?
Who is the owner? Who is the captain of Indian cricket team?
Who is the Indian cricket team?
Who is the captain of
Who is
Indian
the
cricket
captain?
team?
Okay. Who is the captain of Indian cricket team? Who was the captain of Indian team? Who will be captain Indian team?
Okay. Who is late for the class?
Who is late for the class? For
Correct. Who is late for the class? Correct.
Who is late for the class? Who was late for the class? Who will be late for the class?
Who is on the job?
Who is on the job? Who was on the job? Who will be will on the job?
Who is top scorer?
Who
is
who is
top scorer?
Okay. Who is top scorer? Who was top scorer? Who will be top scorer?
Who is our examiner?
Sorry?
Who is our examiner?
Who is our examiner? Who was our examiner? Who will be our examiner?
Who is top in the class?
Who is top in the class? Who was top in the class? Who will be top in the class?
Who is close to you?
Who is close to who?
Who is close to you? Unmute yourself. Who is close to you?
Who is close to you? Who was close to you? Who will be close to you?
Who is your favorite friend?
Who is your favorite friend? Who was your favorite friend? Who will be your favorite friend?
Who is your favorite leader?
Who is your favorite leader? Who was your favorite leader? Who will be your favorite leader?
In this way, we can make a lot of questions. There is no limit, but you just need to understand where to use MREs, was, where, and will be, and shall be in WH questions. If you understand it, I think you can make a lot of questions and you can speak English better. All right. So in this way, today we talked about who questions and answers, and we had a great fun. Tomorrow we are going to work on when questions and their answers. All right. Are you enjoying?
Yes, sir.
Are you cheerful?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. Bye-bye.
Okay, sir. Bye-bye.
See you again.
See you again.
See you. Take care.